Can you guys even see that? My name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking today about the Depression Cure 3000, more specifically how it works. So what libraries am I using? Well, I'm using OpenCV or CV2. CV2 is a division of OpenCV, I think. So OpenCV is a library that is designed for real-time video image processing, and it's really helpful for those who are dealing with machine learning. Having OpenCV along with those two XML files, that doesn't work. The facial recognition and the smile recognition allows the library to process what's in those video captures. So those XML files all have images of smiles and faces, except they're all parsed down into a data type known as a string. The OpenCV library then uses a comparison between the frame that's being shown on the web camera and then compares it to the data within the XML files. If it detects a match, it sends the response back to me, and I can do whatever I want with it. For example, hurl insults at myself. Anyway, on to the next library. VLC is basically the sound of this program. It's what enables me to play sounds using the actual Python program. Random is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much just me telling the computer to play a random sound file. Now let's move on to variables. We have 4 that I'm going to talk about really quickly. They're mostly in the upper section of the program. But the webcam variable, which is really just it's just an object. I don't know whether it's an object or a variable. I'm pretty sure it's an object. But anyways, webcam basically initializes the web camera that I've been using. This thing is garbage. I hate it so much. It can only read at like 18 frames per second, which, I mean, it was perfect for the Raspberry Pi, but like, this thing, garbage. But anyway, that's what turns the web camera on. That variable I will get to in a bit. The array is just all of the sounds that tell you how horrible of a person you are. The array keeps all of the sound files nice and organized. That way I can just select, oh, position 1 or position 3. It works with the random library as well. I'm going to go and explain heck in the next video section along with that variable. Alright, let's go ahead and describe how this program works. Heck is a Boolean variable, and its sole purpose is to check whether the web camera is actually on and is actually reading frames. If it is reading frames, great, it goes ahead and goes into this next section. If not, it'll just go ahead and break out the program. So if the program confirms that there's a successful frame being read, then it goes ahead, it takes that frame and it makes it black and white. That makes it easier for the image to be processed by the OpenCV library and by the XML files that we talked about earlier. After that, faces then marks the position of the face detected. It tells the computer where in the frame the X and Y coordinates are, and then tells the width and height of the space where the face is. If no faces are detected, then none of those variables are going to be filled. It's just going to go on to the next iteration. But if a face is detected, it goes into the next step, which is to redefine where exactly the face is going to look for a smile. The reason why I do that is because the program tends to have trouble with recognizing a smile sometimes. It's good for facial recognition, but it's still being worked on for actual smile recognition. For example, sometimes it'll say, ooh, those baggy eyelids? Yeah, that's a smile, dude. You're smiling. But no, that's not a smile. We know that's not a smile, but the computer does. So we just go ahead and redefine it so that's only looking around my mouth area for a smile. That makes it a whole lot easier and it makes the program run more efficiently. And then once again, the frame is made into a black and white image to make it easier for processing. Also, you may notice that little parentheses section. Don't worry, that's just to make it easier for the program to recognize a smile. I can adjust the tolerance for what a smile is to my liking. You may be noticing that variable from earlier. That's a counter variable. We'll get into why. So if a smile is detected, it resets that variable to 0. But if not, that counter increases by 1. We're almost done, I promise. Now the reason why you want to keep smiling, or in the code's case, you want to keep resetting the counter to 0, is because if the counter reaches above 10, it goes ahead and plays the insult for you. Once it plays the insult, it goes ahead and it resets to -5. That way you have a little bit of time to stop crying and get your smile back on your face. Once all that processing is done, or if no face was detected, it goes ahead and goes to the next frame after 200 megaseconds. I said mega. I meant milli. How did I say mega? It goes ahead and reads the next frame after 200 milliseconds. So I'm pretty sure this thing is reading at like 18 frames per second. I don't remember actually. It's been like 5 months since I made the project. And then that last line is just cleanup. It just ends the camera, turns it off, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. I think the nice thing about this program is that you don't even need like a Raspberry Pi for it. You really just need those libraries we talked about, a machine that can run Python, a web camera, and enough self-hatred to test it on. I was gonna make this portable originally, but this camera, garbage. It just wouldn't work with me. The lighting on it, absolute garbage. It couldn't handle it. It could barely detect a face. And I honestly need to get a new web camera. That thing's like 9 years old, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if any of this was confusing or if you'd like me to explain it better. I'm more than willing to make a follow-up video on this. I think this program is really interesting. One of these days I'm gonna throw in like a pastebin or something into the description so that you guys can actually see the code, you know, steal it if you want, who knows, do whatever. But yeah, just let me know if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, need me to explain it anymore. And yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.